Alright, Schlockmeister fans. Thanks to my buddy Marty down in Florida. He sent me something called Buy and Sell. Let's check it out.
Between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Pete O'Malley said today at a press conference.
That guy's about to shoot himself. And he accidentally succeeds.
Remind me to send some money to his widow.
I'm Mr. Forsythe's attorney. Can I be of any help?
Do you have any idea why the deceased took his own life?
Well, as a matter of fact, I think that what I did. None.
Turns out this is a bad guy.
By the SEC. I'm afraid you lost your patsy a little too soon.
Arthur,
He was setting that guy up.
I made $185 million for the company and $25 million in cash for us. And we're talking a glorious future here of sun and surf and sand.
Beautiful. But I'm talking a painful future of bars, chains, and romantic involvements with guys doing 25 to life.
And we're still in trouble.
I just said that.
You think Mother knows anything?
Oh, Reggie, grow up. She's a crafty old fox. You'll never put anything over on her, not for long. I think you gotta find yourself another ball guy, and fast.
That's where Herbie comes in.
Herbie,
Robert Carradine.
effective immediately. You're taking over Malcolm's account. Every last client. Congratulations, Mr. Junior Partner.
But it gets him arrested.
$200 million fine.
But the warden's Malcolm McDowell.
I'm very impressed.
I'm very innocent.
Really?
Randall Tex
According to
Cobb.
my files, that man made a great deal of money for his company. I want that kind of knowledge making money for me.
Yes, sir.
He's gonna use Herbie. His bunkmate is none other than Michael Winslow from the Police Academy movies. Herbie's not impressed with the food here.
This isn't nutritious. In order to survive, a person needs a healthy, well-balanced diet. What makes you think the warden wants us to survive?
Fred Travolino.
Hi, bye, hi. Bye, hi, bye, hi.
He's got split personalities.
I'm not Tony, you asshole. I'm Marco. You're Marco? That's right. When I find Tony...
I found this in your cell today. What is that, Mr. Swan?
Look here, Warden, I know I've been in prison a long time, but that sure looks like a woman to me.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Wrong, scumbag. I'm gonna kill him.
Watch your fat mouth, Tarzan. Mr. Chocolate here lost the game last night. He owes us some ducats.
He owes me money, too. So I'll kill him first, and you can kill him later.
Isn't the whole idea...
Dr. Ellen Scott, prison psychologist.
All right. I'm innocent.
And who the fuck cares?
I do. That's why I'm here.
Roddy Piper goes all wrestling on the guys.
Wrong move, sucker. Now what you got to say about that?
The warden wants Herbie to invest for him, but he's been resisting.
You got to do the I word for me. No, come on, man. You got to do it, man. Not for the warden, man. For me, man. You do the I word for me. Because if you don't do the I word for me, then one of them brothers, like Chaka or Raul or Cowboy, they're going to kill me. You know? This man going to make double your coin.
They try to get money to invest.
We already don't.
A simple no would have sufficed, Cowboy.
Are you looking for any trouble today, Mr. Allen?
Ah, no, sir, Warden. No, he's not. Hey, hey. Did that ass
asshole Tony give you $50?
Yes, he
Did he do that?
Yes.
Did he do that? Well, count me in for 50.
Okay, Mark.
So they get 20 grand together and they want to invest in this place called Peach
Don't do
Computers.
it. Don't do it.
And have Ellen do it for them.
Didn't you?
Yeah. And we need you to buy some shares in Peach Computer.
Herbie, I don't think this is in keeping with a doctor-patient relationship.
And she does it.
Ah. And the name of the account?
Con Inc.
Con Inc. It's a utilities account, I suppose?
Here's some updated figures. IBM down 2 points, AT&T down 3, and it looks like those rumors about Peach Computer are unfounded. The stock has rebounded smartly and is now up 12.5 points.
So, we're all agreed the profits from Con Inc. will be used to improve the prison and to help your families, including our dental and health insurance plan for your kids.
They're going to invest in the prison.
What?
I got a question, Dad.
But they get their stuff.
You actually got someone to donate these computers.
As you're trading on insider information?
I know. And it's the third time this month. The guilty is causing me great duress on that.
Herbie's old boss is still up to his old tricks.
You're not getting out of Con Inc., though.
He's getting out of
I
jail.
mean, you know, you're going to be our district manager for all our fast foods in Westchester.
You covered that.
We're behind you.
Thank you, man.
All right. You have a good one.
Will his boys also do insider trading?
Fire spot for D&E. His brother broke into Digitech and he found this. It's a confidential memo from Digitech. See, there's going to be a friendly takeover of Q-Tronics computer. That stock is going to be airborne. We buy now, we make a killing. We should even the books on my $380,000 loss.
We can't use this.
Why the hell not?
Sir, if you couldn't that piece of paper, wouldn't it make us guilty of
Insider trading.
insider trading?
Oh, with all their money, they're now able to get a party together. Complete with women.
The problem's complete with the waterproof alarm system you did.
I talked to the review board, and I want you to get your hopes up, but it's very possible that they are going to recommend the reopening of your case. It's my fault. I called them here for an evening therapy.
You're a liar, Miss Scott.
They got busted.
20 days in the box. Lock him up.
Fraudulent bonds? It was a great scam. How could I miss? God, I can't believe it.
I don't either. I'm in shock, Herbie. They kicked me off the board. Me, for being a crook. And that's not the worst.
What, there's more?
Yeah, they kicked you off too.
Me?
For what? Advising me to be a crook, and I don't know where they got that idea.
Sign it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
He's going to sign over Con Air, or Con Inc. Herbie's not done yet, though.
Small timer.
Hey, 15 days in the box seems to have unbalanced your mind.
Not really. I can get you another $12 million.
In cash.
What you got to say?
He's got to get the prisoners to trust him, though.
I need your trust for the next few days. Unlimited trust. It's gonna look strange what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. I'm doing it for us.
Kill him! Cosmetic surgery to do if we're going to transform this place into a business with growth potential.
When's he coming?
Tomorrow.
I must admit, the irony does appeal to me.
They're conning the warden
Selling
now.
the company while I still own the key piece of manpower and doing it on federal property.
I am extremely impressed with your operation.
It's Herbie's old boss.
We can do business.
Good, very good. Thank you, Mrs. Swan.
Thank you.
Oh.
Herbie bursts in and he wants to get a confession out of his former boss.
Hello, Reggie.
Hello, Herbie.
What are you doing here?
13 years.
This is a federal prison.
I mean, this is an actual
You
function.
just paid $12 million.
Shut up! Just shut up!
asshole.
He does confess it, and he has it recorded.
Well, I couldn't kill before, but now I can. I like the feeling.
Then the warden's going to turn the tables.
I am not in murder. You are not in murder. Can't kill nobody, man. That is bullshit, man. We gotta get out of here.
So the bad guys try to escape. However, they didn't realize all the prisoners had been released. But what he doesn't realize is that he's about to get arrested himself.
Shit. Tough luck, scum.
Out of prison, Herbie has himself a new team.
Couldn't be better, Herb. I'm having a little trouble with the ad campaign. Here now, the flat will provide.
Well, everything's great in my department, Jim.
How's the rally doing? Whee, doggy, running wild.
And the warden and everybody else is now prisoners themselves.
Service. After all, I own this prison.
Reggie, you're an asshole.
How are you today?
Any news from the parole board, Dr. Scott?
All right, let's talk about this movie, Buy and Sell. This is a DVD-R here. However, I was actually able to track down a PAL DVD of this thing, too. So, this is a movie that came out in 1988 starring Robert Carradine, Roddy Piper, Malcolm McDowell, Randall Tex Cobb. It's a comedy. Michael Winslow also, the guy from Police Academy. It's a comedy about Robert Carradine. He's this nerdy guy, go figure, who gets framed by his boss. He works in stocks, and he's a broker or whatever. And somehow he was the patsy for his boss. He ended up going to prison for 13 years. We don't exactly see what happened that he did. He suddenly became a partner, and the next thing you know, he's in prison. So it's probably insider trading stuff. So anyway, he got framed. He went to prison. Now his boss, the warden, knows that he's really smart, and kind of like Shawshank Redemption, which came out a few years later, he wants this guy to do some trading for him and stuff and invest for him. He refuses to do it. However, eventually he changes his mind, but he actually invests for some of the other prisoners and one of the guards as well. And they start making money, and they form a company called Con Inc. They have a prison psychologist named Ellen who agrees to help them out as well. Ultimately, he ends up having to sign everything over to the warden, the whole company, everything. And the prisoners think that he's double-crossed them or, sold them out. But he has a plan in place. He actually tells the warden, hey, I can get you another $12 million or 13, whatever he said. And the warden obviously is intrigued, so he devises this plan. He contacts his old boss, and he's going to arrange for his old boss's company to buy this new company for a great deal. So the guy comes over. Then next thing you know, Herbie bursts in with a gun, hits a tape recorder, and gets his boss to say a confession. Now, we should let you know that the prison psychologist believed he was innocent the whole time anyway. So anyway, we get this confession on tape, but meanwhile, all the warden gets out of there with the other guys. But then they all get captured, they get arrested, and our film ends with the warden and everybody in jail, and Herbie and his gang and everybody is outside. Now, I'm not sure how Roddy Piper and Michael Winslow got out of jail to be on his team at the end there, but whatever, right? It's a movie. So anyway, I'd never ever heard of this movie before, but it actually wasn't too bad. It seemed like it was a theatrical release. I thought maybe it was TV made or on cable or something, but there's a couple of very, very brief nude scenes and a lot of swearing in it as well. So, and Roddy Piper, I like Roddy Piper. I've always liked him. I was a big wrestling fan in the 80s, and I loved Roddy. He was probably one of the most charismatic guys you ever found on a microphone. So it was kind of cool to see him again. This was kind of the height of when he was, 1988 he was still with the WWF and battling with Hulk Hogan and everything else. So it was kind of cool to see him back in that vein again. So anyway, not a bad film. Like I said, you can get this on VHS, or you can get a PAL DVD if you look hard enough. I'll leave a link down below if I can find one on Amazon showing this. But it was released in Australia, and this one came from Germany as well. But if that doesn't work, you can always track down the VHS and burn your own DVD-R. So thank you, Marty, for sending this up to me. And yeah, so check it out, buy and sell. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. Bye.